벌써 13번째 수업이에요. Okay, so anyway, welcome to Soo Korean School of today's class. And let me ask you, have you heard of verb in present tense in Korean? Which verb do you know? Which Korean verb do you know? Which Korean verb do you guys know? 안녕하세요. 필로메나 씨, 힐다 씨, 알레 씨, 안녕하세요. Good morning. How are you, my teacher? I'm doing really great. Thank you. 감사합니다. So, do you guys know any Korean verb? Any verb in Korean? Girls problem 씨, 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 힐다 씨, no, haha, I don't know. Oh, it's okay. We're gonna learn about some Korean verbs today. 제이건 씨, 가다. 좋아요. 가다. Which means to go, right? 가다. 가다 means to go. To go. Oh, and 보다. 필로메나 씨, 보다. 너무 좋아요. Good. It is to see in Korean. And 레오나르도 씨, some. Are you thinking of Korean verb? 어떤 게 있을까요? It's okay if you don't know about Korean verb because today's topic is verb in present tense in Korean. Okay, so today's topic is verb in present tense and we're gonna learn about some Hada verbs. Some verbs which ends with Hada. Hada. Have you heard of Hada? Okay, so let's open our textbook page. It is our day 13, so please open our book page 24. 24, guys, 24. Day 13. Day 13, 24. Can you guys see? Let's read the description together. So, day 13. Verb in present tense 1. 1, maybe there is 2 on the other side of the book. Here is 2. And day 13, topic is verb in present tense 1, and it is about Hada verb. Hada verbs. Okay, so let's read the description together. Hada means do, to do, and it is used together with nouns related to actions and transforming them into verbs. Nouns to verbs. Okay, so in the present tense, 하다 becomes 해요. 하다 becomes 해요. And it is in the casual honorific form in Korean. Okay, for example, 운동 means exercise, to exercise. 운동. 운동 means exercise and it is noun. Noun. And if you put 하다 after the 운동, it means it becomes to exercise, which is verb and a basic form. 운동 is noun and 운동하다 is verb. And it is a basic form. And in the present tense, the casual honorific form, it becomes 운동해요. 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 I think maybe some of you guys have already heard of something 해요, blah blah 해요, right? In the K-dramas or K-movies, right? Okay, so adjectives ending with 하다 are conjugated the same way as 피곤하다 to 피곤해요. 피곤하다 to 피곤해요. What about verb? 운동하다 to 운동해요. 운동해요. Something 해요 is a casual honorific form in Korean. Alright. So, I want to ask you guys something. Is casual Korean is more difficult or honorific Korean is more difficult? I really want to know about that. What is more difficult to you? What is much more difficult for Korean learner? Like casual Korean or honorific Korean, I mean formal Korean? Which one is difficult? Casual? Or let's go with informal. Informal versus formal. Honorific, maybe formal. Formal, yeah. Formal is much harder, right? Oh, casual for me. Oh, really? 알렉시는 casual이 더 어려워요. Oh, casual. I don't know much. I think that's why because most of Korean learners study Korean with honorific Korean, right? Just know when to use it. Formal. Casual is easy to me. Oh, really? And 잠시는 informal. It is more difficult for you. Oh, it very differs, everyone. It is different, all different. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna learn about the basic form of Hada verb and Hada verbs in honorific Korean, like formal one. Alright? So, casual because I learned it formal and don't know how to drop honorifics with friends in same year. Really? Yeah, because most of Korean learners learn formal Korean on a textbook, right? I tried to study both. Alessi, agree. Oh, really? Your guys' opinion is same. Okay, so today we're gonna learn about formal Korean. Formal Korean, like honorific Korean. Hada verbs in formal Korean. Alright, so let's read the description again. Day 13, Hada verbs. So, Hada means to do, and it is related to action, and it transforms nouns into verbs. Alright, this one is very important. Nouns into verbs. Okay. Hada transforms noun into verbs. Okay. Like 운동, which means exercise, and it is noun, right? 운동 is noun, and if you put 하다 after 운동, it becomes verb. 운동 to 운동하다, 운동하다. 운동 is a noun and 운동하다 is a verb. Exercise to exercise. 레아 씨 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. Welcome. So we were learning about Hada verbs and which transforms nouns into verbs. Alright. So it changes noun into verb. 운동 to 운동하다. And in the present tense, it is very important. In the present tense, 하다 becomes 해요. 하다 becomes 해요. 야스민 씨 안녕하세요 선생님. 안녕하세요 야스민 씨. 반갑습니다. Okay, welcome. So, in the present tense, 하다 becomes 해요. 하다 becomes 해요. So if you were speaking with someone, if you're talking with someone, you have to use 해요 because it is a honorific Korean. It is honorific Korean. Okay, so if you are talking with someone, you have to use this one, not this one. 해요, like 운동하다, it is a basic form. 운동하다 is a basic form. And 운동해요 is honorific form. 운동하다, 운동해요. Thank you for all your lessons. I usually watch them after the live stream. Okay, that's great. Because everybody, you guys can watch this live stream after this class is done. So please review my classes again so that you guys can memorize or learn about our topics again, okay? Okay, great. 사리타 씨, 늦어서 죄송합니다. 괜찮아요. It's fine. You can watch my class later, maybe. Okay, so 운동하다 is a basic form and 운동해요 is a honorific form. Okay, and also an adjective and with 하다 are conjugated the same way as 피곤하다 to 피곤해요. But it is an adjective. It is not a verb. 피곤하다 to 피곤해요. It is not a verb and it's an adjective. Okay, it is just for an example. Alright, so let's practice with some example sentences on our textbook. So please bring your notebook. And a pen. Okay. Let me erase it in. 공부하다. Here is a verb. 공부하다. 공부하다. What is 공부하다 in honorific form? 공부하다. You have to add 해요 after the noun. 공부 plus 해요. So it becomes who knows the answer? 공부하다. It is an original form. It is a basic form of verb. And in honorific form, you can say 공부 plus who knows the answer? Oh my gosh. 공부하다 to 좋아요. 레일라니 씨 공부해요. Okay, that's perfect. 공부해요. 레오나르도 씨, 두이 씨 공부해요. That's great. So it means 야스민 씨 좋아요. 공부해요 means to study in honorific Korean. 공부해요. And what is the noun for studying? Study. 공부. It is a 공부, right? Noun is 공부. And if you add 하다, if you add 해요 after the noun, it becomes to study. In honorific Korean, 공부해요. 공부해요. For example, I study. I study in Korean is, I study in honorific Korean is, how can you say? I study in honorific Korean. I study. I study in honorific Korean is 저는 공부해요. 저는 공부해요. Let me write here. 저는 공부해요. 저는 공부해요. Great. 두이 씨, perfect. 저는 공부해요. I study in honorific Korean. 야스민 씨, that's great. I study. Right? 레오나르도 씨, perfect. So, that's how you can use 하다 verb in honorific form. 저는 공부해요. 레이라니 씨, 저는 공부해요. Perfect. 저는 공부해요. And second example sentence. 제시카 씨는 일해요. 제시카 씨는 일해요. What does it mean? 제시카 씨 is a subject. And 는 is for a subject particle. And 일해요. 일해요 is, it's a honorific Korean form. 일해요. 일해요. It means to work, right? To work. So it can be Jessica works. 제시카 씨는 일해요. Jessica works. 제시카 씨는 일해요. Then, can you guys guess what is the basic form of 일해요? The basic form of 일해요. 일해요 is for honorific form. And what about basic form? 일해요. And how can you say? 일해요. And hint is here. 두이 씨, perfect. 일하다. Then 일 can be a noun, right? 일 can be a noun which means work. 레일라니 씨 and 두이 씨, perfect. 일하다. And in honorific form you can say 일해요. 레오나르도 씨, great. 일하다. 제시카 씨는 일해요. 좋아요. 우리 다음 문장 읽어요. Let's read next sentence. 셰넌 씨는 목욕해요. It is a little bit difficult word, right? 셰넌 씨는 목욕해요. It means take a bath. 목욕해요. What about basic form? 목욕 plus, 야스민 씨 맞아요. 일하다. Great. What about this one? This is very similar, right? 목욕하다. 목욕하다 is the basic form of 목욕해요. 목욕하다 to 목욕해요. 목욕해요 is a honorific form in Korean. So 셰넌 씨는 목욕해요. Takes a bath. 셰넌 씨는 목욕해요. And what about this one? 엄마는 아침에 세수해요. 엄마는 아침에 세수해요. 엄마. 엄마, which means my mom. Mom. 아침에. Oh, here is 에. 에. Do you guys remember 에? 에. 에 is here. In our day 12. 에, right? 에. So, 에 can indicate location, place, and time. Location, place, and time. And it can be translated into in, at, or on. Then, look at this one. 아침에. 아침 means morning. 아침 means morning. So it can be translated into in morning, in the morning. Great, a particle. 에 is a particle for 아침, right? Oh, 레이라니 씨, great. 아침에, which means in the morning, because 에 can be translated into in this sentence. In the morning, 아침에, 엄마는 아침에, my mom in the morning, what? 세수해요. 세수해요. Washes one's face. 세수해요. Washes one's face. 세수해요. Wash one's face. To wash one's face. And in honorific form, we can change it into 세수해요. 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 Yeah, it is a time particle. 에. It is a time particle. Right, exactly. Or, it is a time particle, but also, oh, 레이라니 씨, great. It is also a particle for location. Location or time. In, at, or on. So, for example, if you say 집에, 집 is a place which means house or home. 집에, it is for a location, so 에 can be also a location particle. So we can translate it into at home. At home. Or 주말에. 주말 is weekend and it is a time, right? So it can be translated into on the weekend. On the weekend. So 에 is for location or time. Right, 레일라니 씨, perfect. It depends on the context. 맞아요. It depends on the every different sentences, like context. Okay, and what about last one? 제렌 씨는 일요일에 운동해요. 제렌 씨는 일요일에 운동해요. 제렌 씨는, it is a subject, right? 제렌 씨는 일요일에. Oh, here is 에 again. 일요일 is for a time, which means Sunday, right? 일요일 means Sunday. So, on Sunday can be 일요일에. On Sunday is 일요일에. Do what? 제렌 씨는 on Sunday do what? 운동해요. Which means exercise in honorific Korean. 운동해요. And what about basic form of 운동해요? What is basic form of 운동해요? 운동해요. Let me erase this one. 운동해요. And in basic form, you can say 운동. Oh my gosh, what happened to my handwriting? It is so ugly. 운동해요. 운동해요. And in basic form, oh, 두이씨, perfect. We can say 운동하다. 좋아요. 레오나르도 씨, perfect. 레일라니 씨, 그래, 맞아요. 산다 씨, 운동하다. 야스민 씨, 저는 많이 운동하고 싶어요. 여러분, 운동을 좋아해요? 야스민 씨는 많이 운동하고 싶어요. Yeah, 야스민 she wants to exercise a lot. 필로메나 씨, 운동하다. Perfect. 운동해요 and 운동하다. So, do you guys like 운동해요? 운동 좋아해요? Do you guys love to exercise, or what day do you exercise? 제렌 씨 exercises on Sunday, and what about you? 언제 운동해요? When do you exercise? Which day do you exercise? 언제 운동해요? 저는 운동을 싫어해요. 미아 선생님은 운동을 싫어해요. 미아는 운동을 싫어해요. What does it mean? 미아는 운동을 싫어해요. 레오나르도 씨 좋아해요. 운동 좋아해요. 맞아요. 자전거 좋아해요. 레일라니 씨 아니요. 저도 싫어해요. 드이 씨 운동 좋아해요. 야스민 씨 저는 매일 피곤해요. 그래요? 매일 피곤해요? 맛있는 밥을 많이 먹으세요. 그러면 안 피곤해요. 오케이, 좋아요. 운동. 여러분은 주로 어떤 운동을 해요? Which exercise do you like? Like running, 달리기, or walking, 걷기, or bicycle, riding bicycle, like 레오나르도 씨, 자전거 타기. Which one? Which one? 달리기, 걷기, 자전거 타기. Which one do you want? Do you like? My favorite one is 달리기. I like running. I really like running. I hate all of other exercises. I only like running. 달리기 좋아해요. 여러분은 어때요? 야스민 씨 달리기랑 걷기 좋아해요. 좋습니다. 비슷해요. And who else? 달리기, 걷기, 자전거 타기, and what else? What exercise I can think of? Maybe some sports like 축구, soccer, or 농구, basketball. 야스민 씨, 저는 걷기 너무 좋아해요. You like walking. And 두이 씨 like 달리기. 두이 씨 likes to 달리기, to run. Okay, that's great. So, we just took a look of day 13, verb in present tense. Verb in present tense. Don't forget that it is a present tense. And maybe we can learn about how to change it into past tense or future tense. Alright, so this is what we were learning, and let's take a look at some more example sentences I prepared. Okay, 누루씨 감사합니다. 안녕하세요. Okay, so here is a verb, 하다 verb. How can you change this one into honorific verb? Honorific Korean. 공부하다. How can you change it into, 안녕하세요, it into honorific Korean? 공부하다. To which color? Maybe this one. 공부하다. To this noun goes same, and we have to put 해요. 야스민 씨, 잼 씨, 레일라니 씨, great. 공부해요. It is a honorific form of 공부하다, right? 두이 씨, that's great. Yes, 공부해요. And here is an example sentence. 저는 학교에서 공부해요. 저는 학교에서 공부해요. What does it mean? 학교에서. 저는 학교에서 공부해요. 저는 means 맞아요. 필로메나 씨, great. Yeah, in school I study. Great job. 저는 I in formal Korean is 저는 where? 학교에서. It means in school or at school, right? 학교에서 공부해요. To study in present tense. So it can be I'm studying at school. Great job, guys. 야스민 씨, 일다 씨, 두이 씨, 레일라니 씨, 필로메나 씨, great job. So it means I'm studying at school. I am studying at school because it is present tense, right? Present tense. 저는 학교에서 공부해요. I 학교에서 at school 공부해요. To study. I'm studying at school. 저는 학교에서 공부해요. And what about 저는 학교 or let's use I'm studying at cafe. I'm studying at cafe. How can you say that in Korean? I'm studying at cafe. You have to change this one, right? Because this one is for school. If you change it into cafe, how can you say? Cafe in Korean is very easy. You don't need to think about it. Cafe in Korean is 카페. 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 오, 야스민 씨. Perfect. 저는 카페에서 공부해요. I'm studying at cafe. 저는 카페에서 공부해요. Cafe in Korean is 카페. It is similar. It is like same, right? 카페. 카페. 저는 카페에서 공부해요. Or what about I'm studying at home? I'm studying at home. Home. Home in Korean is let me give you a consonant hint. It starts with 지읒. Home in Korean is 레오나르도 씨, great. 저는 카페에서 공부해요. 드위 씨도 맞아요. 저는 카페에서 공부해요. And what about I'm studying at home? 야스민 씨, perfect. 저는 집에서 공부해요. 저는 집에서 공부해요. 드위 씨, perfect. 저는 집에서 공부해요. And let's go with this one. 운동하다. We already know this one, right? In honorific form. 레오나르도 씨, 레일라니 씨. Great job. 집. Okay. 운동하다 into honorific Korean. 운동하다 to honorific Korean. How can you say? 운동. How can we say? 운동 plus 해요. Great. 야스민 씨, perfect. 운동해요. 맞아요. 레일라니 씨, to exercise. Great. 두이 씨, 운동해요. It means to exercise. 운동하다 to 운동해요. Alright. Then what about this one? Can you guys translate this sentence? 미아는 지금 운동해요. To exercise. 미아는 지금 운동해요. 좋아요. 크레올라 씨, 안녕하세요. 반가워요. 레아 씨, 운동해요. Perfect. Mia exercises now. That's great. Mia is exercising now. Mia, it is my name. Mia. 지금 is for now. To exercise. Mia is exercising now. 맞아요. 레일라니 씨, great. Great job. 두이 씨, 좋아요. 크레올라 씨, 운동, 좋아요. 야스민 씨, Mia right now is exercising. Great. Mia now exercising. Mia exercises. Great. 필로메나 씨, 야스민 씨. Perfect. You guys are doing great, everybody. 미아는 지금 운동해요. Mia is exercising right now. Alright. Yes, and 청소하다. What does it mean? 청소하다. What does it mean? And how can you say it in honorific Korean? 청소하다. Let's use blue. 청소하다. 청소하다. It means to 맞아요. Sweep, or we can say to clean up. 청소하다. To clean up. And in honorific Korean, yes, it is 청소해요. 청소해요. 맞아요. 레오나르도 씨, 드위 씨, 야스민 씨, 청소해요. To clean up. Perfect. 청소하다 and 청소해요. What about this one? This sentence. 저희 가족은 일요일에 청소해요. Wow, here is 일요일에 again. 일요일에. We just saw 일요일에. Where? I don't remember. Okay. Anyway, 저희 가족은 일요일에 청소해요. 크레이올라 씨, 선생님 감사합니다. 감사합니다. Thank you. Welcome. So, 저희 가족. Let's translate subject first. What is 저희 가족? 저희 가족. It is for a subject, right? 저희 가족. And it is a particle. 저희 가족 means my family. My family. 저희 가족은 my family, and I always told you, so you can use 저희 when you're introducing your family, right? It does not mean our. 저희 literally means our, but when you are introducing your family, it means my, right? 저희 가족은 레일라니 씨, great. 레오나르도 씨, 잼 씨, yes, my family. 일요일에 에 is for a particle for a time, right? Time or location particle. And 일요일 is a time. 일요일. Great. Do you see my family cleans on Sunday? 일요일 is Sunday. On Sunday. 에 is for on. 청소해요. To clean up. My family clean up on Sunday. My family cleans on Sunday. Maybe they're cleaning their home, right? 저희 가족은 일요일에 청소해요. 야스민 씨, my family cleans on Sunday. Great job. 저희 가족은 일요일에 청소해요. 저희 가족은 일요일에 청소해요. Repeat after me, guys. I cannot hear you, but I think you guys repeat after me, right? 저희 가족은 okay. 일요일에 청소해요. Okay, so combine them together. 저희 가족은 일요일에 청소해요. Okay, I couldn't hear you, but you guys did a great job. 저희 가족은 일요일에 청소해요. And what about this one? 전화하다? What does it mean? And how can we use it in honorific Korean? We can say 전화. Now it's easy, right? 전화해요. Which means 일요일에 is a bit of a mouthful. Really? Yeah, right. That's right. 일요일에. It is a little bit difficult. Sophia 씨, thank you, teacher. Welcome. Thank you, Sophia. So 전화하다 to 전화해요. And what does it mean? It means 전화해요 means to call on the phone. 전화하다, 전화해요. Okay. So now let's translate this one. 누나는 지금 남자친구랑 전화해요. 누나는 지금 남자친구랑 전화해요. What does it mean? 누나는 지금 남자친구랑 전화해요. 누나는 지금 남자친구랑 전화해요. What does it mean? 누나. Oh, you learn a new word. That's great. 전화해요. 누나 is for an older sister, right? Older sister. And 누나 is only for male. If you are female, you can use 언니. Now, my older sister talks on the phone to her boyfriend. Yasmin, that's perfect. That was perfect. 누나는 my older sister and it's for male. 지금. Now. Oh, 랑. We can find 랑 here. It means and or with, right? We learned about it before. 남자친구랑 with her boyfriend. 레일라니 씨, 두이 씨, great job. My sister is calling her boyfriend on the phone now. 야시 씨, 우리는 너를 사랑해요. Thank you, 야시 씨. Thank you so much. Okay. 남자친구, it means boyfriend. 남자친구, which means boyfriend. With boyfriend 전화해요. To call on the phone. 필로메나 씨, great job. My sister calls her boyfriend on the phone right now. 야스민 씨, 고맙습니다, 선생님. Thank you too. Okay, so that's perfect. My sister is calling on the phone with her boyfriend. 누나는 지금 남자친구랑 전화해요. On the phone. Call on the phone. We don't use this phone, right? But I'm this generation. Oh my gosh, I'm this generation. Have you heard or seen about this one? Anyway, it's about my age anyway. Now, as the last part of today's class, let's translate them into honorific Korean. What is 말하다? We can change it into, we always have to add 해요 to 하다 verb. 해요 for 하다 verb, right? So 말하다, to speak. 야시씨, 언니 for older sister and 누나 for older. 누나 is for older sister, but it's for male. Okay. 우리는 너를 사랑해. Thank you. 맞아요. 말하다는 to speak, and in honorific Korean it is 말해요. And what about next one? 이해하다. 이해해요. And what does it mean? 이해하다. 이해해요. What does it mean? 이해해요. Like 한국말, Korean word and language which is spoken. 맞아요. 말하다. 말 is for a noun which means a language which one is spoken, right? Yasmin 씨, that was great. That was great explanation. 너무 잘했어요. 레일라네 씨, 이해하다. 이해해요 is for to understand. Great job. And what about this one? 좋아하다. We can use 좋아해요. Like 저는 떡볶이 좋아해요. Or 저는 비빔밥 좋아해요. It means Yasmin 씨, great job. 레일라네 씨, to understand, and Yasmin 씨, to like. That's great. 그래요, 귀시요. Yeah, that's great. 좋아해요. Calderon 씨, to like. 좋아요. That's perfect. 좋아해요. And what about this one? 생각하다 into 생각해요. It is not that hard, right? And what does it mean? 생각해요. What does it mean? 생각해요. It means to think. 생각해요. To think. 생각해요. Okay, and what about this one? 레오나르도 씨, great job. It is for to think. 생각해요. And what is 요리하다? We can write it into 요리해요. What does it mean? 요리하다 or 요리해요. 요리 is for a dish, right? Dish. Or cook. 레일라니 씨, 주다 씨, 야스민 씨. Yes, you guys are saying answer. Yeah, so much. Okay. 두이 씨, it means to cook. 요리해요, it means to cook. 소피아 씨, thank you, teacher. We love you. Love you too, 소피아 씨. Thank you so much. 감사합니다. And what about this one? 운전하다, to 운전해요. What does it mean? 운전해요. Let me give you hints. 운전해요. 운전해요. I cannot 운전해요 yet because I don't have license. 운전해요. It means to drive. To drive. 운전해요. 운전하다, 운전해요. I don't have the driver license yet. 야스민 씨 맞아요. To drive. 운전하다 is for to drive. 레일라니 씨, great job, great job. It is to drive. 운전해요. And what about this one? We learned about this one on our example sentence. 일하다, to 일해요. 일해요. It means 야스민 씨 나도 license 없어요. Yes. Same here. 주다 씨 맞아요. 일해요는 to work. To work. Another new word learned. That's great. Yes. 일해요 is for to work, guys. Yes. You guys are saying answer. 일해요 is for to work. What about 사랑하다? 사랑하다 to 사랑해요. 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 It is very easy one. It is one of the most common Korean word, right? Korean phrase. 사랑해요. To love. 맞아요. 야스민 씨, 주다 씨, 크레요라 씨, 레오나르도 씨, 레일라니 씨, great job. It is for to love. 사랑하다. 사랑해요. 사랑하다 to 사랑해요. Alright. So we just took a look about some 하다 verbs into 해요, which is honorific Korean, and it is homework time. It is homework time. Today's homework, making 10 sentences using 하다 verbs into 해요. Write a sentences about what did you do today or what's. So please make more than 10 sentences using 하다 comments. Alright? Don't forget to do your homework, and this is our live class schedule. And it's time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye, guys. 감사합니다. Okay, so I hope to see you guys in the next class. Maybe Saturday. Alright, 감사합니다. 주다 씨, 레오나르도 씨, 감사합니다. 소피아 씨, 감사합니다. Bye guys. 야스민 씨, 선생님 정말 감사합니다. 매일 연습해요. Cannot wait for the next. 감사합니다. Okay, so please don't forget to do your homework and see you next time. Bye bye. 감사합니다. Have a good week. 감사합니다. 필레노마 씨, 감사합니다. 레이. Thank you so much. Bye guys. Have a great day.